football here in Chicago at historic Soldier Field. Tonight, an NFC North rivalry renewed. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. To get this one going. Thursday night primetime is underway. Devin Duvernay to return it. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. They'll be led out by last year's #1 overall pick, Bronx. Looking to build on his decent debut season here in year 2. It's Caleb Williams.
His rookie season last year, Kate, a reminder that no matter how talented you are, this league can humble you. And it didn't help being the most sacked quarterback in football as well. But remember, 3,500 yards and 20 touchdowns, he showed glimpses of what I know Chicago wants more of this year.
Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
Williams from the gun. Bails out of the pocket quick. He is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Working across the middle block, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. 3rd and long for him here. Short pass brought in. And they're able to touch him down. That's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw. Making that spot to move the chains.
Williams throwing on 4th. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
First down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Kevin Byard there to bring him down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know. And you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you'll really break the backs of the defense.
Breaks the tackle, and he takes it across the 30 before heading out. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
A gain of 9 yards.
They send him over right. First down, and they go right back to it. And the power play up the gut results in 2 yards. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Going run again with Jacobs. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead to move the chains, that is one disheartening look on that defense.
And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
14-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Shotgun now for Love. This is going to fall incomplete. And they're called for the end zone there, but nobody picked up on the other end. So now it's 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. And he goes down. The Bears got it. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling-out process for rushers and blockers. They can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game, and that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
A 39-yard attempt.
Charging down the middle, and they block it! They can advance it now, picked up inside the 30. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That protection has got to be able to hold up for a few seconds. It has to. Those are points that aren't going on the board now, and wasted effort by their teammates to get them to this point.
Well, on behalf of all of us here at EA Sports, hope that you are having an excellent Thanksgiving Day. And today, of course, also our John Madden Thanksgiving celebration across the NFL, where we recognize the impact John had on generations of football fans, from his days as a legendary coach of the Raiders, to his decades as a broadcaster, to his influence on new generations of fans as the namesake of our game. And all of us here proud to remember his impact on the sport. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, Williams. And the catch for Luther Burden. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. Well, that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I think that's a run that's hold on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Williams set to pass. Makes a tackle. He's still going. He'll get this down to the 33-yard line. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. Pick up 14 yards on that one. And it'll be first down Bears.
That's another Bears first down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Love this. Tight end getting the run. Well, they tried getting creative, but the creativity not rewarded here. Doesn't get him anything. It's going to be third down.
Second and 10.
They pitch it to him.
18-yard line.
Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
As a corner in this league, you go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. But you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. To the air on 3rd and long. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Hicks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a 4th down. The Bears bring on Cairo Santos for the field goal. It's a 36-yard look from the left hash.
A 36-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is good. And they are able to get their first 3 points of this game.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Brooks now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Packers taking the field now. Their second series of the game coming up. They had their field goal blocked last time out, so 3 points poorer on the scoreboard than they expected to be right here. Packers getting set here. First and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up second.
Love out of the shotgun.
At the 23-yard line.
He'll step up, and there he goes. And they're going to love that partner as Love slides down after picking up the first.
13 yards on the play.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide in practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on it.
Give him 4 yards before he stops, Brock. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Love from the gun. Into the hands of Romeo Dobbs. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
That's good. Packers, first down.
Play action. Love. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Back to the air. Love. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. This defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on third down.
6 yards.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Here we go. Ready.
We send a man in motion. Third and long. Here's Love. And that's a win for the pass rush. As he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going. That incompletion won't help.
The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Finds him over the middle. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. They'll come up on 1st and 10.
That's good for the Bears. First down.
On play action, Williams. Flushed out of the pocket. This gets forward a little, not a ton, to the 35. Rashawn Gary with that tackle. Second down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw is Williams. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. Two great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for third down. Missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's fourth down.
You know I talk to you all the time about these money downs, the third downs, and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plan. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant is closed.
He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. Line and set. Here we go, first down. Now Williams. Bills out of the pocket quick. They get 19 on that pickup. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it could suck the wind out of that defense.
All set to go now from the 35. Williams on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. They got 21 yards on the play. And it'll be first down Bears.
That's another Bears first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
In the red zone on first. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he'll score a touchdown Chicago. The Bears stretch their early lead to 9. Caleb Williams the touchdown.
Okay, you got to be aware defensively by this point that this guy is going to run if he sees daylight. I think there was an awareness factor. They just couldn't stop him. He has just been that kind of X factor with his legs.
Santos on to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. The Bears go up 10-zip here in the first.
Packers nothing.
Brooks now on the return. He's brought down just inside the 25. The Packers ready to run their offense back out there. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Run loss of a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11.
Ready.
Takes the handoff, now Love. That's complete to Musgrave. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Jets on the chains here on 3rd and 4.
There's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
It's Love. Man, it's golden. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Love now. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Big throw out wide by Love. And he'll get this forward to about the 28. Jalen Johnson with the stop. 5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Shotgun give now to Jacob. He finds space for a few yards that time. It's made by T.J. Edwards. 3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Brought in by his back. It's Jacobs. And he'll go down here at the 16. With 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
That's another Packers 1st down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Love. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. They will continue to do so.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Ready.
They'll air it out on 3rd. And he will have them a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers face a 4-point deficit. Christian Watson with the touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one right down the middle. And the Packers cut it to a field goal game. On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. The Bears and Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. And this game has really been a great audition for him, Brock, to show off how well he can do as a runner. I think we could argue that his work there has actually been his early calling card in this one so far. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Williams from the gun. Escapes the pocket. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Dude, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the net's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Even 5 on the play. And that'll be first down, Chicago. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First down. Williams to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he managed what he can up to the 48. Devon Bullard bringing that play to an end.
Positive that effort. He didn't go backwards. Didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on second down.
Williams to throw. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be third down.
He was covered by Xavier McKinney.
Throw here, third down. Knocked away and hits the ground, incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
Buying some time left. The defense seizing the opportunity. Great stop. They've got a turnover on downs, and they get their guys the ball in plus territory. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is first and 10. Love now, off the play action. Couldn't find a completion on first down. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be second down.
It's second down and 10.
Set, ready.
Shotgun now for Love. Completed over the middle. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still third down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Brings up third and inches.
On the sneak, it's Love. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain.
First down from the 42.
Packers, first down.
On the handoff, here's Jacobs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Love now to throw. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And they make the stop, I'm going to say, at about the 37-yard line. Third and 4 coming up now.
A gain of 6 yards.
Let's go.
And it's third.
Love out of the shotgun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. And Daniel Whelan heading out for another punt. On return for the Bears, Devin Duvernay. And this is marked out all the way down to the 6. They'll be dangerously close to their own goal line for this series. Here come the Bears back out on offense. And they're very fortunate the turnover on downs and short field did not lead to points. They can thank their defense by putting a scoring drive together right now. Escapes the pocket. And this play's going to come to an end at the 27. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
First down throw by Williams. Rushed into the pocket.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
At the 37-yard line.
Here's Swift on second down. Crosses midfield, still going. And he gets this down to the 38. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Continuing to turn those legs inside the 25. That'll be 14 yards and a new set of downs. So not with his arm, but with his legs that he enters the record book, partner. That's the most rushing yards in a game for a quarterback.
I know, Kate, you and I share this thought. On any given game day, we get a chance to see something never done before. History made. And this QB and his legs in particular got it done today.
It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Bears, first down. First and 10. the 11-yard line.
Running behind the center with Swift. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. Moving quickly, trying to get set. And wait, what's this? They fake a spike. Drops back. And they aren't fooled by that fake spike. They kept charging and got there to take him down. Working quickly here.
Makes it 3rd and 11.
And they faked the spike. They're going to throw it. And they aren't fooled by that fake spike. They kept charging and got there to take him down. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. Williams throwing on forward. Escapes the pocket. And the defense escapes. And a nice drive going, but the defense gets off the field by forcing that turnover on downs. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Hand off to Jacobs to start the drive. He's able to drive that pile of back yards. Moving Hippolyte the second, able to bring him down.
In truth, Kate, he felt like he was lucky to get what he got right there. The pressure from this defense to go get that safety, it was on. And that same pressure, they're not going to back down here on 2nd down as well.
It's loose. High ball inside the end zone. Oh, no, and it bounces out of their own end zone. That's going to be a safety. So after the safety, we're going to see a free kick from the 20-yard line.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they'll accept the miscue and take the yards. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. Balls out of the pocket quick. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him.
A gain of 10 yards.
That'll be the end of one here in our Thanksgiving night game. It's an early lead for the Bears. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Inside handoff to Swift. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, maybe big gains in next week.
He takes it down to the 33. Early on, it's not his work passing the football we're talking about. It is what he's been able to do as a runner that has displaced Posse.
Yeah, years ago, Kate, taking what the defense gives you means checking it down, but not anymore.
And they'll throw this instead, trying to catch him off guard.
As quarterback, Kate, you gotta hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. A short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Running with Swift out of the gun. He's within striking distance. He takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears holding on 11-point advantage. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown.
Run like that does. Great for the play call, for the O-line, for the offense. It just gives you confidence that you can call that run again. And not expect a little jump. We'll get explosive on the ground as well.
Santos now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears push the lead up to 12.
Bears 19, Packers 7. Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. This is Savion Williams on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. And there is room for improvement from that previous drive. Stalled out, necessitated a call to that punt team.
Yeah, and in these situations, I always love reminding the offense that first down. Just move the chains the first time to get yourself into rhythm, because you don't want to see that punter anytime soon.
Throwing the out route complete. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Just a yard left to go on second down. Love from the gun. Bears getting close, and they're going to take him down. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it third down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. No throw, 3rd and long. Lofts it deep right side. The defender's waiting for that one to make a play on it, knocked it away, forcing 4th down.
That one really stings, Gabe, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
He fields this at the 18. Fights his way through a tackle. He's brought down before the return gets far. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on him. I'd expect some better resistance up front, and they try that again. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Flushed out of the pocket. Continuing to move past the 45. And they haul him to the ground there. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throws to the 1st down. This QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Following that last play, want to keep that pedal down. 1st and 10 from the 45. Makes a tackle. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Okay, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm. Especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep it moving forward.
That's a short gain of 1. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
Bears, 1st down.
Here's Williams. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB. It gave him just enough room to run.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the 1st down.
1st down, Williams. Brought in close to the 8. He's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Bears, 1st down. 1st and goal.
In the red zone now. Catch made. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Another chance at 6. It's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
It's a design move. And they take this in for the score. The Bears stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Caleb Williams, the touchdown.
That's 4. This is now a time where this defense is going to get on that sideline, look at each other, and say, hey, we got to play this quarterback a whole lot more honest because he is doing damage with his legs.
Santos now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bears go up by 19. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. comes Williams on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Packers all set to get back out there. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Come on, back.
Love looking to pass. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. On the 24 once again. It's 2nd and 10. Motion the receiver left. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. So first set of downs now from the 39.
A gain of 15. First down, Packers.
Running hard for the steal with Jacobs. No repeat success in that last run as he only was able to get back to the line on this play.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Gets this one a Wicks. And this one does not go far. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
It's 3rd and 7.
To the air on 3rd and long. And he goes down. The Bears got it. And now it's 5 sacks for them in this one. And this defense is eating. Latest brings up 4th down. Daniel Whelan on the punt. They could really use a good one here. And another mistake for them here. This punt had way too much on it. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around.
Ready, sir.
Here's Swift to start the drive. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Going to run again with Swift. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up
Long,
3rd
gonna throw.
and 6.
That one's napped by Komet. This is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. 1st and 10 from the 43. To throw, Williams. Bails out of the pocket quick. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He skids down inside the 35-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical first down.
First down now, ball at the 33.
Ready, sir.
Now here's Williams.
Some first down. Dan Wyatt on the tackle. A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
34-yard line.
Now Williams escapes the pocket. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
First down.
When the play breaks down, every once in a while you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
Williams to throw on first. And he's going to have this down to the 7. 15 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal.
15 more yards. That's good for the Bears. First down. First and
In the red zone on first. That play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone.
Brings up 2nd and goal. at the 5.
Williams from the gun. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Bears making this a lapper before halftime. Caleb Williams, the touchdown. His third of the game on the ground. And 3 first-half rushing touchdowns for him now, Brock. He's shouldering the load from his scoring, no doubt, but we also have to keep in mind he's very close to what could be tying or even breaking a single-game record for a QB. Extra point is good by Santos. And the Bears grow their lead yet again.
Bears 33, Packers 7. Carlos Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Here comes Williams on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Red.
To the air with Love. Finds him over the middle. No yak this time. They got on him quickly down at the 32-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
That's good for the Packers.
Love.
First down.
Dump off caught by his back. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play.
Brings up 2nd and
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Yellow. Ready.
From the gun, it's a gift to Jacobs. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. 3rd down, they need 7.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's
Throw here, 3rd down. Brought in by his back, it's Jacobs. And he has it right near midfield here. He's about a yard short.
It's a gain of 14
Just a yard
yards.
shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Packers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Love using the legs here. Bears pick it up, headed the other way. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. 1st down from the 41. On the carry, it's Swift. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Packers' 37-yard line.
Staying grounded with Swift. And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though. Didn't he, Brock? It's a gain of 5. 3rd down coming up. Offense in the hurry up here.
3rd down.
And he takes the spike. Flushed out of the pocket. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
And the Bears, first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They'll run now with Swift. Well, he might be close to this lead growing again. And that play gives him a 1st and goal.
74 yards.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire
And he gets in. Touchdown! The Bears grow their lead on the turnover. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Santos now for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Bears continue piling onto this lead.
Packers 7. Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Here comes Williams on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
1st and 10.
Out now runs the Packer offense. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Love. That one's incomplete over the middle.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Pocket isn't moving up. They're able to drop it. That pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Goodness gracious, this quarterback has taken an absolute beating in this first half. You better have some ice for him ready at halftime. I'll tell you this, Kate, it has been a brutal couple quarters, and if you don't start protecting the quarterback, this guy may not make it and even finish this game.
Third and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard
It's
line.
a gain of 27 yards.
Here we go.
That's good for a Packers first down. A gain of
Love
27.
living on first down.
First down, Green Bay.
To the left, that's pulled in by Golden. And he gets through for a 7-yard gain. Tackle made at the 47. Second and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Motioning the tight end now.
At their 48-yard line.
Love from the gun. Completed over the middle. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Third and a lone yard coming up.
And it's third down.
Brandon Jacobs on third. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. Fourth down coming up. And things just seem to keep snowballing for them. Now their special teams is involved. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. It sure seems like they've been able to score every time they've touched it this quarter, Brock. So high hopes again for this upcoming series. First down, Williams to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That's good for the Bears. First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Williams. Flushed out of the pocket. And this is taken ahead to the 37. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop. This is second and 6 coming up.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Working from the gun, Williams. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Bears first down. First and 10
Before the snap,
36-yard line.
right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
He rolls out of the pocket quick. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Packers side of the field. Halfway to the marker. It's second and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a first down just to run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
First down, here's Swift. And they manage to contain him after that 6-yard pickup. Brought down by Quay Walker.
He's taken down.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's second and 4. This time it's a passing play. Escapes the pocket. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
On the ground with Swift. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. Offensive line fast.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and
Oh, they
7.
faked the spike. They're going to throw. And that one falls incomplete. An unexpected call, but it does not get the better of them defensively. No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
And 7. A loss of 5. It's fourth down.
So on fourth down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. It's a 29-yard look right down the middle for him. Santos' kick is good. And the lead continues to grow and grow.
One of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good, get into that rhythm, and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Here comes Williams on the return. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. So that's our 2-minute warning, Brock. 1:57 left on the scoreboard. More Thursday night primetime football in just a moment. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Love out of the shotgun. Hits him on the out route. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Offense in a hurry up here.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing, it's Love. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Sacked. A loss of 7 yards. And it's 3rd.
Throwing his Love on 3rd.
3rd and 11.
They left him wide open. It's complete. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25. So as we all recover from that last play, it's 1st and 10 near the red zone. Love looking to pass. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. 24 once again. It's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Ready.
4-yard line.
Black 40.
Takes the handoff, now Love. Escapes out to the left.
Oh man, those defensive players hate slow quarterbacks. Near impossible to keep them hit, being able to corral them behind the line there. He evades them long enough to turn a potential loss into positive yardage.
And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers chop some of the lead off before the half. Christian Watson with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. McManus on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers take 7 points off the deficit.
Packers 14.
On now is McManus to kick this away.
To kick off for Green Bay.
Josh Blackwell to return it. Making some progress here. They're going to track him down, but a nice effort in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
And the Bears.
Final throw before the break. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen here, and you never know what you're going to get in the NFL. Sometimes it goes down to the wire. Other times, it's blowout city, like what this game is shaping up to be. But hey, anything can happen, so let's go to the 2nd half. Send it back out to our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great 1st half. Just hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Brooks now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Here's the Packer offense headed out to start the 3rd quarter. This has become must-score territory now every time out since they trail by a full 4 possessions in this 2nd half. Love now on 1st and 10. Throw deep to the left side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Charge loose, incomplete. On the 24 once again. It's 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Jacobs running behind center. He started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. Tackle made by Jaquan Brisker.
He was brought down.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. That one falls to the turf. Could hang on. It's incomplete. The Packers send out their punting unit. And he's been getting all of it every time out.
It's 4th down.
Secures this at the 17. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. This drive's going to begin with a run by Swift. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. He's been a picture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
2nd and 2.
Now Williams. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
He's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On the give, it's Swift. He'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Nate Hobbs in on that stop.
Tackle made at the
Goes to the hurry up here.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd
And they're going to throw, no spike, trying to catch him off guard. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
As much as you'd like to find a completion to get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you've got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. And the shotgun to give to Swift. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. All right, 2 yards to go here on 3rd down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. That one's nabbed by Komet. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears push their lead further to start the half.
Every year, it's kind of like a basket and rockets and tight ends. You get all sorts of different flavors. You get inside blockers, you get guys who can run the bounce, you get guys who can do a little bit of everything. And then you get a game changer. And this guy's a game changer.
Santos now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bears tack on 7 more to their lead.
Packers 14. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Brooks now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line. Now here comes the Green Bay offense. And they're going to need to play for pride or for something to build on for next week, Brock, because this game seems out of reach, even though we've got a full quarter still to go. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 60 red. 60 red.
Play action. Love. Hits his running back. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. 5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
To the air with Love. That one's cut on left sideline. And he is down all the way to that 15-yard line. He began at the 30 and has now jumped to 1st and 10 all the way down inside the red zone. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers continuing to fight it loose. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
That one splits the uprights. And the Packers cut into the lead by another point. On now is McManus to kick this away. Blackwell now to return it. He's got a lane up past the 30. And some excellent field position awaiting them. That return up close to the 40 before he went out. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. Escapes the pocket. And he's all the way across midfield down inside the 45-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And with the first down Bears.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
One play in Brock and his drive is already in enemy territory. This is Swift. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
That's another Bears first down.
Running behind center with Swift. And big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better on that run. Dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second.
And they're going to spike this one. Wait, no, they're not spiking it. They're going to throw. And they aren't fooled by that fake spike. They kept charging and got there to take him down.
A loss of 2 yards leads to...
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied. They responded. Forced a 4th down.
Santos' kick is good. And a fairly insurmountable lead grows by 3 more.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Brooks now on the return. This makes it up to the 25. The Packers ready to run their offense back out there. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series.
Ready.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive. First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4.
Here we
It's
go.
a pickup of 6.
Here's Love to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. He got mighty close, didn't he? But they marked him just short of the 1st. He's at the 34.
And that's a modest little drag route. But if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. On the sneak, it's Love. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain. All set to go now from the 35.
And the Packers first down.
Another keeper here for Love. That one good for a gain of 4. It's 2nd down.
Yellow.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 3-yard line.
Here's Love. On target to Musgrave. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They get 37 on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Black.
A gain of
95.
37 yards.
Love now.
And the Packers
Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Second down now. They need 7.
a 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7. At the Bears.
Jacobs gets it on the draw. And he gets absolutely popped down at that one. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with third down and 5.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up third and 5.
Love. Setting up the screen. Oh, he's trying to get away, but unable to do so. They catch him behind the line on third down. Now it's Brandon McManus to attempt this Packers field goal. His only previous one thus far was blocked. McManus sends it through. And that's only a small chip off of what's still a 29-point advantage.
Here in the third quarter, he gets a chance to make up for the miss on his first attempt of the game. This time, well, he is totally dialed in, and he gets this one to count.
Green Bay.
Here's Duvernay on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Bears about set for their next possession. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be first down Chicago. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
At the 38-yard line.
First down throw by Williams. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Williams set to pass. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
Incomplete.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Escapes the pocket.
That is such a good play defensively. A play you can take a whole bunch of pride in not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback before he could scramble for the first.
No runnage for Swift. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
He only needed an inch cake, but it was a good thing because he had to fight for that. That defense put up a game effort, nearly made the play to get themselves off the field.
Oh, he got free. Across the 40. Nice run here. And he's all the way down to the 36. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be first down Bears.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now running with Menunga. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on a carry.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
And that second down run is only going to manage a yard. Number 9 of the drive is going to be 3rd and 5 to go.
It's a gain of 2.
Here's the backup. First throw.
3rd and 5.
Flushed out of the pocket. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Looking quickly here.
7-yard gain. And the Bears first down.
They're trying something here. They fake the spike. They are fooled by that fake spike. They kept charging and got there to take him down. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down. Here's Bagent. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. 6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
To the air on 3rd and long. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. So on 4th down, that is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. Definitely not an automatic here. This 41 yards away. Santos' kick is good. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
But when we start discussing who their most dependable scorer is in this game, I don't think it's one of these skill guys, not even the quarterback, who comes to my mind first. I'll bring up this kicker. He's nearly perfect, 4 for 4 on field goals and contributing big time to this lead.
Bucks now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Packers all set to get back out there. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. Running on first here with Jacobs. And that carry only makes one on the plunge up the gut. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Put a receiver in motion left. Now Love on the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're into the drop in. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Let's build this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Let's go. 50. Ready?
Throw here, 3rd down. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. A couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
And it's 3 and out.
Fields this clean at the 30. Past the 45. And they'll finally get him at the 47-yard line. Chicago getting set to take the field down. They have been automatic scoring in this quarter, and yet another opportunity to do so here. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set, 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Swift on 2nd down. This is going to be down to about the opposing 36 for their next snap. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
That's good for the Bears. 1st down.
Defense was clearly focused on taking away the pass, and that RPO scheme offensively feels so good when you get the job done and you get a chunk run on RPO. That's setting you up for some success.
Toss play, Swift. Along this sideline inside the 25. And he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears can cruise to a win, growing that lead further. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground.
Let's see, Ken. I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What do you call this other than simply splendid?
Santos now for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Bears continue adding on to that lead.
Packers 24.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Brooks now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner. So hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Ready.
And out to Jacobs to start the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on 2nd down.
Love out of the shotgun. Short pass brought in. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Bears bringing out an extra DB here. Third down. Third and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Trying to find Matthew Golden. And that brings up fourth and long. They'll bring out the punter here. It'll be Daniel Whelan doing the honors. He has it at the 13. And nothing to complain about on this return as he gets it beyond the 30. First down now, ball at the 33. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. First down, play action. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
This is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. That play good for 17 on a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Bagent looking to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he has this down to the 34. He gained 11 on that play. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
Bears, first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now an inside handoff to Swift. That's it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I bet you, Kate, if you went back and studied all these runs in the NFL over the course of a season that gained significant yardage, there are plays just like that one where you've got to break a tackle to go eat up those yards.
He's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Well, that play right there, that one is why linemen, they run the 40, do all the agility tests in their spandex at the combine. Yeah, having fast, agile.
He scores. It is a Chicago touchdown. The Bears trying to end this before the final quarter. DeAndre Swift, a touchdown. Far from the first time we've broken down one of his touchdowns in this game, partner, but man, they seem to get more impressive every time.
I don't care, Kate, if they're all one-yard plungers or over 300 yards. A four-touchdown game will forever live among your greatest career highlights. You can go several games without even scoring one. So to get 4 in one contest, you'll never, ever forget.
That one right down the middle, and they'll continue adding to their lead. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Looks now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Out now runs the Packer offense. And they take the field feeling pretty beaten down with how this one's gone. Even if they're keeping their heads high, Brock, not a whole lot they've been able to do so far.
In these moments, I think of golfers. Right in a tournament, they don't want to look at the scoreboard. They don't want to see how much they're down. They just want to take it shot by shot by shot. It's exactly what this offense has got to do.
Wilson on the shotgun handoff. And they were waiting for him on that draw, weren't they? They get him behind the line. That's going to bring up second down. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Completed to his running back. And they make the tackle at the 38. On the line for another first and 10.
That's good.
They'll go from the gun with Wilson. He's got to gain a 6 there. That was Montez Sweat who took him down. 7 yards on that last play, so this is second and 3. Dumps it off to his running back. He won't have any room after that quick pass. Well covered by the defense. That play loses yards.
Brought down back at the 36-yard line.
Throwing his love on third. Got his man. It's golden. He's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25.
A gain of 10 yards.
Play fake. It's Love.
First down.
He's got it near the 10. And they're going to have first and goal when we begin our fourth quarter. 1 quarter left until we see who wins this game. And in honor of Coach, enjoy some turducken this fine Thanksgiving night. It's the Packers with the football and a chance to do some window dressing here in the fourth. Breaking the huddle, here's first and goal.
Down. 50, green.
Working inside the red zone. It's Jalen Johnson on the interception. And the Bears take possession and start out at the 6.
Intercepted.
Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does.
Has a hole left, room to run. He's at midfield. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears are running him out of the building. Oh, man, Brock, once that became a foot race, you could have gone ahead and just said goodbye because you were not stopping that play.
He's long gone. Now with a full field ahead of one of the longest runs in his career right in front of him. The way he broke that only fitting place was the end zone.
Santos now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
77. Packers 24. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Here comes Williams on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Now here comes the Green Bay offense. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Got it.
Green Bay offense to the line now. First and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Set 10 black. Ready.
Straight ahead, it's Wilson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. And lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
Let's go. Yellow. Ready.
Shotgun now for Love. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 and the 31. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
First down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Packers.
A give to Wilson up the middle. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
He's brought down.
Hey, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Here's Wilson again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Ready.
Love from the gun. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down. They're up now, ready to punt it. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not for the type of game that he's been having for himself on the He's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
16 yards. And the Bears, first down. 1st and 10 at the 36.
Wait, what's this? They fake the spike. Pushed out of the pocket. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Running with Swift out of the gun. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stopped just a little bit shy of the marker.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Finds him over the middle. He's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49.
That's good for a Bears. First down.
First down. Here's Swift. No gain there that time, but it's 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Bagent. Some space inside the 35. And he's going to take this down at the 31 before he gets taken down. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. New set of downs for him from the 31.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They go with Madden here. And he's going to get this to the 29 before he stops. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
On the pickup.
Throwing now off the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
And the Bears, first down.
Now it's Manunga. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup.
Tackle made at the 12.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. I'm done with it. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line of gain. 3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Brings up 3rd and
There's a dive up the middle. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
7-yard gain. That's good for the Bears. First down.
So many offenses will script, Kate, their first 15 plays of a game, but it's often getting to the lesser used stuff like that that's critical in the red zone. They get a decent gain out of it and continue to push for the goal line.
Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because
And he's in for the touchdown. The Bears throwing 6 more on the blowout. That was a great response, Brock. After they got driven backwards on 1st down, they go right back to the ground and score just 1 play later.
yeah, and I think if you and I were in the huddle down there after that 1st down loss, I think we would have felt a whole bunch of pride. Give me another shot, and boy, did they deliver.
Santos now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Bears 84. Packers 24. Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Packers ready to run their offense back out there. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Love now off the play action. After making a catch, he is decked quickly at the 38. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
That's good. Packers.
To the air with Love. Looking slant, but not complete. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up third down. So 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
Let's go. Yellow, 22.
Air it out on third. He puts some air under it deep down the left. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down. Punt team on the field. Somebody give this guy a break as he sends his 10th punt away. Oh, baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. So that's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. The Bears, the running back Kyle Manungai, trotting back to the field. They're going to win this game, but with touchdowns on 3 straight drives, Brock, they're probably going to want to keep that streak going. They'll go play action on first down. Headed out right. He hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up.
They're going play action. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
15 yards on the play. And the Bears, first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So a fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Let's go now. Panther 60.
To the ground, it's Manungai. This one held up after just a couple of yards. That makes it 2nd down.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for the Bears. First down. First and 10 at the
First down from the
42.
42. Here's the one back on the handoff. Give him about 3 on that first down carry.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off. Well, I think all quarterbacks have been there before. You start scrambling, you're hoping for something to materialize, and nothing does. You just try to get back to the line.
And they fake the spike. They're going to throw it. And they aren't fooled by that fake spike. They get charging and got there to take it down. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down. Fourth down, pass coming. And that's got it, left side. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
That's another Bears first down.
Nice play, straight ahead. He's got it in the red zone. And he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Santos connects on the point after. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
24. Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Here comes Williams on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Packers all set to get back out there. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. Love now on first and 10. That was just a little bit too low to be brought in. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On the carry, it's Wilson. And he's fight good enough to gain about 4. It's third down.
He was brought down by Deshaun Wright. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Play action, Love. Pass brought in by Watson. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37.
Gain of 10.
And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
First down. It's a gain of 10.
Back now, pressure coming. Lasers this one deep down the middle. Into a crowd and intercepted. Kevin Byard comes up with it. And the Bears return the interception almost to midfield before the tackle's made.
Intercepted.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did for 3 quarters. And this defense is cutting it loose.
And he hits the lane for 9 into enemy territory. First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll run it with Manunga. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And it'll be first down Bears.
A lot of times when we'll see defenses get so overcommitted to defending that inside run, they're vulnerable to the outside toss. And that's when things open up and you can reset those downs.
All set to go now from the 35. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
A little play action. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that'll be first down Chicago.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's brought down after a great gain. It's going to set up 1st and goal.
10 more yards. That's a
Gosh, I got to just be honest with you, kid. I marvel at the strength we see out of these running backs. The strength, the agility. Not that they weren't strong when I was playing, but the guys today just run right through contact at times.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears are running him out of the building. Extra point is good by Santos. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Bucks now on the return. This makes it up to the 25. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. And the turnovers, Brock, a big reason they played themselves out of this one. Hopefully they can keep it clean here, if nothing else.
Yeah, well, this drive isn't pertinent to this game, maybe anymore, Kate. This drive is for next week. They just want something positive here to end the game and carry forward into the practices ahead.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 25-yard line.
Love out of the shotgun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. That's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's going to try to drop it in, deep right. He had it for a moment, but a quick defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. On now comes their punter. And after that drive, went backwards. She's going to send this one forward. Punt meets him at the 28. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. 2 touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock. They're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. Get some space around midfield. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. Big gains, 14 on the play. And it'll be first down Bears.
First down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Here we go, Shaq. Cougar 19. Check out.
Going to the ground again on first. Not a whole lot to speak of here, partner. 2-yard gain at most at second down.
And not a bad play by any means. There's room for more, and they know it.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to the well again. Still fighting forward. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears throwing 6 more in the blowout. Santos now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Here comes Williams on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Out now runs the Packer offense.
On the set.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Love looking to pass. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. It's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you're on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just sling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
Throwing, it's Love. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Jalen Johnson on the coverage.
Yellow, 22. Ready.
Takes the handoff, now Love. Cut down the field, Golden. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. New set of downs for him. That starts at the 38.
That's good for a Packers first down.
They'll run here with Wilson. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
Now Love on the play fake. Buys time, rolling right. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
A 7-yard gain.
Ready, break.
Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Play fake, it's Love. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Ruben Hickel like the 2nd with the pick. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10.
Intercepted.
Here's Bates. Bails out of the pocket quick. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. Skips down inside the 35-yard line. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
That's good for the Bears.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here we go.
Setting him on the dive. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago.
Brings up 2nd
Bears
and 11.
rolling here in a laugher.
32-yard
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Back-to-back carries here. He's got about 9 on that run, partner. Down inside the 30. 3rd and just 2 to go.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
They give it to him again. The Bears decide to call their first timeout as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up.
It's 4th down.
Bears bring on Cairo Santos for the field goal. This is a 44-yard look from the right hash. Santos' kick is good, and the lead continues to grow and grow.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach, because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Here comes Williams on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now here comes the Green Bay offense. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
A loss of 6 yards. It's second down.
There's Love to throw. Nice work by the back here. Playing safety valve complete.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep them short of the sticks.
This is man. It stops. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40.
Gain of 19 yards.
They'll go from the gun with Wilson. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. You can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
Back at the 30.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support. Not many corners can make that stop.
Could make the hook up with Matthew Golden. So now it's going to be third and long.
Brings up third down and 13.
Third and long for him here. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on third down than they did on second. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
For the Packers.
And this hits at the 4 before taking a bounce into the end zone. That's a touchback. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10. Here come the Bears back out on offense. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be second and 5. First down run, nabs him 5. Now second and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Another carry for him. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it.
It's a gain of
16 yards on that play. And that'll be first down Chicago. They've got to keep moving quick here.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And they'll throw this instead, trying to catch him off guard. They are fooled by that fake spike. They kept charging and got there to take him down.
It's a loss of 2.
12 to go now on
Brings up
second down after the
and
sack.
12 at the 40-yard line.
And here's the timeout with just 1 second left on the clock. So we're going to have one more play left in a game that's already decided. All right, this is going to be the final play of the game.
Here we go, here we go. Count, check out.
The give here on second. Not much space available there, maybe 2, and that brings up third down. So Soldier Field sees another win for the Bears. And they weren't afraid to keep running up that score to the point that records came and went on the way to victory. The point total, Brock, actually eclipsed the old record of 72 points in a game, which was held by Washington since 1966. Now a new record stands, one of the great offensive showings we have ever seen. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports with my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt.
on Thursday night prime time. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And of course, number one, trying to win the game today, but for him, it's always about Super Bowls. Trying to get back to his fourth consecutive one. Fell short of the NFL's first ever three-peat in the Super Bowl last year. He wants to avenge that loss at the end of this season.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Facing second and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards you needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
Mahomes will do it himself. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Now he's going to step up and run. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
A gain of 6. That's good for a Kansas City.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Now a run here on the RPO. He'll keep it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Mahomes will do it himself. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. Now we'll everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a third and long. He's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. So here come the Vikings as they get set for their first drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
Back on the field after a knee injury robbed him of his rookie season, but he showed a ton of promise in the limited sample size we saw of him during the preseason. Go back to the University of Michigan. You saw an accurate passer who ran the offense extremely well, but don't be fooled by that. He was never afraid to attack defenses with his arm, and he'll try to do the same here in the NFL.
First down.
Thielen going to go in motion right. Now a first down carry by Jones. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down. They work now on second and 9. On play action, McCarthy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40.
It's a gain of 11. And the Vikings first down.
On play action, now McCarthy. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
That's another Vikings first down. First and goal.
Now Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Up second and goal at the 6-yard line.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. In trouble, and he'll go down back to the 12. After the sack, third and goal now from the 12.
7 yards. It's third down and
To the air with McCarthy. A tough throw there across his body. It's incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that
really good backhand.
Get some nice top spin on the whole bit. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Charles and I and all of our crew hope that you are all having a very happy Thanksgiving indeed. And the NFL has done such a great job recognizing today's games as the John Madden Thanksgiving celebration. Those of us of a certain age remember very well John's presence calling games on this great American holiday. And we at EA Sports so proud to do our part to honor Coach and keep his legacy alive. And we know he is looking down, holding that turducken and taking a big bite right now as we celebrate him. Mahomes will do it himself. And he's got this down to the 35. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got a little scramble earlier this drive, they still are devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying out him on passing downs.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh, now some trickery. They fake the spike. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2nd and 6.
Jonathan Allen on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now
He fakes the spike. But it's not going to work. He'll go down. They got him. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
a loss of a yard.
Now Mahomes. They'll try and do this himself. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, 14 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 10-3.
Vikings 3.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. McCarthy off the play fake. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. 4 yards on the pick.
Throwing is McCarthy.
And 6.
Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's McCarthy. And the Chiefs are going to get it. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on the punt for Minnesota. Nico Remigio deep for KC. This is taken at the 15. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
The evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it
rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 39-yard line.
And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. But it's not going to work. He'll go down. They got him. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. He'll try and do this himself. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes throwing on 4th. He'll try to do it himself. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. On the delay, Jones. And he'll get this down a little bit about the 46. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Jones.
46-yard line.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
McCarthy operating from the gun. Now he'll tuck this and run. I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
38-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 4th down and less than
McCarthy going to sneak it. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first.
It's a gain of 2. And the Vikings first down. A pickup of 2 yards. And
there's a give to Jones running left. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got
under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play on this first quarter. George Karlaftis. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. The Vikings on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Now McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19.
And the Vikings first down.
Looking to throw McCarthy. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
T.J. Hawkinson, incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. McCarthy. Now he's going to step up and run. And he fouled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. There he goes left side. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Backbreaker, that'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3.
Makes the score. Chiefs 17.
So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Ball at the 26. 2nd and 7.
Up 2nd and 7.
There go play action. Here's McCarthy. That'll be incomplete. Boy, took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Third down from the gun, McCarthy. And he's taken down a cheap sack. Jerry Tillery running in there and setting him down. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. Now Remigio. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. See if they can help themselves out on the map and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, it was only points. We'll find out. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. On fourth down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. Back deep for the Vikings, Miles Price. And he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Chris Jones. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. And here's Ryan Wright now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 30. And that'll go as a 57-yard punt with a return of 12. And they will take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Now he'll tuck this and run. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And not a whole lot of room to operate there in the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7. Throwing now is Mahomes. Now he's going to step up and run. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
2nd and 11. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
The Vikings, first down. A gain of 21 yards. First down.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. Credit the stop there to Leon Chanel, getting into the backfield and stopping him in his tracks. 2nd and 13. This one brought in by Jefferson. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Here now a 3rd down and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get it. Chris Jones able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now he'll tuck this and run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble, and it gets him a 1st down. That last run, one of many that we've seen from him, and it's going to be the one that breaks Colin Kaepernick's single-game record of 181 rushing yards, set back in the divisional round of the playoffs in January of 2013. 2nd down and 4. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's going to step up and run. And he'll go down shy of 40 at the 41. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. Still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 in 2nd down.
37-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now
from the gun, it's Mahomes. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23. Opting to run for it, the decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Now 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. Under pressure, they got him again. Javon Hargrave. 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
37-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no win, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So you're saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. We'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And they're finding the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Vikings 1st down.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. Call a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Operating for the gun. McCarthy. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Vikings.
McCarthy going to throw again. That is taken down. Chiefs sack. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time. It's going to lead to 3rd down. McCarthy. Justin Jefferson bringing in the slant. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth. And here's Ryan Wright now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down.
A gain of 17 yards.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Vikings offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Second and 3. At the 46-yard line.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On play action, McCarthy. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Incomplete. Result of the play is a turnover.
Give to Pacheco off the option. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. So from the 36 now, first and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Mahomes on the keeper. Blake Cashman on the tackle.
And this play still live. He faked the spike and threw it. But it's not going to work. He'll go down, and they got him. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. So 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. Gonna need better protection here. Third and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. He'll try to do this himself. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 26.
They run out of ball with Pacheco. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
24-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up
Pacheco gets it again on second down. And he stopped immediately there. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
Mahomes now to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 12-yard line.
12 yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 24.
Vikings 3.
So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
At the 25-yard line.
McCarthy off the play fake. And the Chiefs are going to get it. Jerry Tillery bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. To the air with McCarthy. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And here's Ryan right now. He's been terrific so far.
Confirmation for the Vikings.
Take it at the 37. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 44-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And taking it across midfield and just shy of 40. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in for second half blowout material. Oh, he didn't spike it, he faked it. But it's not going to work. He'll go down if they got him. Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
That's good.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. A give right side for Pacheco. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
He's taken down behind the line.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back to the 14. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th. Oh, now some trickery. They fake the spike. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Looking to put a drive together. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And a nice gain there. It's going to be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Now McCarthy. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
And the Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10.
They're going to play action. Here's McCarthy. Oh, the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Looking to throw McCarthy to Jefferson on the slant. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So after after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Addison will go in motion left.
And inside give to Jones. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd.
Here's McCarthy.
Addison hauls it in. So that'll be nothing but an incompletion. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
No gain on the play. And it's
Throwing is McCarthy.
Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 4th down.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
On play action, it's Mahomes. A good decision in the end. The call and run gets him 9 yards in the 1st.
A gain of 9 yards.
Now Mahomes. Short throw, hauled in by Kelsey.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard.
Gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
No hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey.
So nothing new in there. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. On a heavy rush, and down he goes. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st.
A gain of 3 yards. And the Kansas City Chiefs.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Mahomes will do it himself. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
This is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. Takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen. And of course, a special play.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Now he'll tuck this and run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for Kansas City.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Javon Hargrave in there for the 7th time in this game alone. And that ties him with the late Derek Thomas for the most sacks ever in a single game. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. So on 4th down, Mahomes off. Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, this from 34 yards out. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing. Unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they're trying to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They'll find Thielen on the right side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And now a fake on the jet sweep, going to give to Jones. And he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Second down and a little more than a yard here. McCarthy operating from the gun. And he's taken down. The Chiefs sack. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Pass complete to Addison. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
That's a gain of 14 yards. And the Vikings first down.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Jones has it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Back to throw. McCarthy. And he's good. He's sacked back to the 24. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Slant route, and he's got Addison. So the completion results there in 9 yards. Third and 7 now.
That's a gain of 9. Brings up third and 7.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that throw incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway.
And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. They're going to run for the Jones. And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge out to the field, fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to pressure any home left on the opposing sideline. They want to do it with some gusto, too.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Now a second and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. Third and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Under pressure, and they get to him again. A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And look at this, he's going to keep it. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play. Second down.
That's what Kane does.
38-yard line.
Shotgun snap to yards on the scramble. Mahomes now to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Javon Hargrave in there yet again. They just cannot block him. He now has 8 sacks, and that is a new single-game record. Under pressure, they got him again. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure.
And he's going to go down again. Javon Hargrave. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
A 53-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually put them off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on and they're ready for this next series. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. To the air with McCarthy. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now 3rd down and very long. Now McCarthy. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time it yields a safety.
An absolutely dominating series from that pass rush to record the safety. 3 sacks in a row shouldn't be possible against an NFL offensive line. But there they are, dropping him on 3 straight reps, the last of them getting the end zone for 2 points.
The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pull it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Now here's Mahomes. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Javon Hargrave, the D-tackle, getting the sack. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Oh, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Looking to throw McCarthy. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Jerry Terry on the stop. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 4.
Going for it. Here's McCarthy. He'll try to do it himself. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that will force a turnover on downs. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And he's got this down to the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That's another Kansas City.
Handoff now for Pacheco. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
23 more yards.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural, but I
like where we're going with this, though. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.